All right. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Josh Berman here from the Berman Investment Group. I am very excited to be here tonight, as you guys have been hearing in my chat over the last couple of days. I've been really excited about this program at 7K Metals, and I've been wanting to do a Zoom on this for a while. And I was so excited when Shanti was able to get us in touch with Ricardo, aka uh, Crypto Rick, who is one of the co-founders of the Runners, who is, I believe, the largest group in definitely the fastest moving group in 7K metals for sure, and our upline. So let me get this disclaimer out of the way, and we will get going. So for those of you that have never been here before, obviously, again, my name is Josh Berman, Berman Investment Group. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a certified planner. I am not in any way authorized to tell you what to do with your money or advise you what to do with your money. But I am a longtime successful entrepreneur and a very, very successful investor, specializing in the crypto, Forex, and hard asset space, but really specializing in that passive market. And Shanti as I've told you guys, have been telling me about 7K for a while. Um, so I am strictly just sharing opportunities that I am making money in or building assets in this case, and sharing the opportunities for you guys to decide if this is something you want to be in. This is one that I am really, really excited about. You guys know that I am really big on some of these crypto platforms that are absolutely killing it right now in our portfolio. But as I've always said, a diversified portfolio is extremely, extremely important. And having digital assets, both short-term and long-term, is very important, but also having hard assets is extremely important. That's why I pushed the automated e-commerce stores. And that's why I was so excited when the right silver and gold opportunity came along here with 7K. I've been wanting to get involved in silver and gold for a while, but it's a very kind of scary market if you don't know what you're doing out there. Not scary, but it's like, what do you know what to buy? How do you know what to buy? So that's what's so great about 7K is they've made it so easy for you. Where again, it's passively, you just pay your annual subscription, you pay your monthly membership, you pick whichever one you want, depending on the level of coins that you're interested in, and you just let it go, and you get thank you, and you get your coins every month. I haven't gotten involved in any of the coin drops or any of that yet, but I'm going to, because I will tell you that the only thing that I have not been so excited about 7K is I just want more of these things. I'm not getting enough of them because they're only coming once a month right now. So I need to get involved in some of these coin drops and some of the other opportunities that they have with the coins that are online, because they really, really make it easy by giving you opportunities and sending to you without even doing anything, coins that are going to be worth more than they are today. And some of them are going to be worth a lot more than they are today. So as I've mentioned in the chat, it is, and as you guys know, for the ones of you that have been with me for a while and are on all these Zooms, it is very, very, very rare that I have someone on this Zoom with me. I am really, really pleased and honored and excited to have Ricardo with us tonight. He is someone that has been, not only really knows the precious metals market and really knows the 7K metals program, but has been absolutely, him and his partner have been killing it with the 7K metals program and building an actual business with the program, which is something I haven't even started because, to be honest with you, I got involved in this just because these assets alone are just incredible. They're just gorgeous, gorgeous pieces of precious metal that I now own, that no matter what happens to my crypto market, no matter what happens to any of my other investments, I have hard assets, and I'm growing this day by day, well, month by month right now, but soon day by day once I start buying some outside of my monthly subscription. So at this point, I really just want to turn it over to Ricardo, aka Crypto Rick. Again, he's the co-founder of the Runners. And I'm going to let him really run through this presentation, for you. And then I might give my 2 cents here and there because you guys know it's difficult for me to keep my mouth shut for an entire Zoom. And then at the end, we'll open it up for questions. Obviously, I know Ricardo is going to probably field most of them. I see Shantae's in here as well. They're two of my experts in terms of this business, and I'm just really, really excited to have them here. So without further ado, Ricardo, the floor is yours.
Awesome, awesome. Welcome everybody. Welcome once again, Ricardo Hamilton. Josh, you hit it on the nail. We got the best system, honestly, on the planet. I've looked at a lot of different gold and silver companies, and this is, next level wealth building in these assets. And we're talking about diversification, and that's key in these times because we are going through a wealth transfer. The monetary system is changing, and you want to make sure that you are well diversified so you can have, some financial security and peace of mind in a secure standard of living. So, I'm gonna give you the short presentation really quick right now, and I'm gonna give you the full presentation. The short presentation is we just have a simple business where we get paid to save our money in assets. We get paid to save our money. And we're saving in the most undervalued asset on the planet, which is physical silver. Physical silver is not just a rock, it's not just a metal, it's used in thousands of applications like solar and healthcare and even the technology that we're using right now. And as the world evolves, it becomes more valuable and more used. And it's also returning as a monetary value because people are realizing that what gave our money value was gold and silver, right? So these are assets. This is like insurance. It's not like an investment. This is something that you have, to create generational wealth, right? And that you leverage against. So what I'm gonna do is I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the presentation started. So I'm gonna share my screen here. Um, like Josh said, once again, my name is Ricardo Hamilton. We got the fastest organization in 7K Metals, growing organization. We've helped thousands of people leverage this system to build wealth in precious metals and create a residual passive income. In fact, my business partner, Mike Tharp, was a school teacher, got his master's degree and was teaching special ed for quite some years. And he was recently able to retire at the end of last year because of this company, because of what we were doing in 7K Metals. He's now free, living his best life, spending time with his kids and, just doing what he wants to do with his time. And, we're able to do this because of this platform. So this platform is freeing people while building their wealth in the most undervalued assets on the planet. So what attracts people to this opportunity is that they're realizing that, it's just getting harder and harder to get ahead. The dollar just doesn't buy you what it used to. The prices of goods and services are rising in the economy. And so we got some stats here. This is from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, and this is from 2000 to 2018. So this is not including 2019. It's not including 2020 or 2021, where they just printed, trillions of dollars, okay? Printed trillions of dollars, all right? But from that time period, the cost of food in a home went up over 43%. The cost of food eating out has went up over 59%. Heating your home has went up over 99%. Car insurance has went up over 97%. Water and sewer bill went up over 133%. College tuition 151%. Medical care up 97%. And so most people are finding it harder and harder to get ahead because the cost of goods and services in the economy are continuing to rise greater than their rate of income, right? And the reason that the cost of goods and services are continuing to rise is because the dollar just doesn't hold value. The dollar, doesn't buy you what it used to. And in this graph here, you can see in 1913, since the inception of the Federal Reserve, which is the private bank that prints our money at interest, the dollar has continued to lose purchasing power. It buys us less and less over time. And in 1971, that's when President Richard Nixon suspended the dollar from the gold standard. So it used to be that if you had a dollar bill, you could exchange it for either physical gold and silver, no more. Now they can just print as much paper as they want. And the more paper that they print, the less value of the currency in circulation. So as you can see, at the end of 2013, the dollar's purchasing power was about 5 cents. And so that's at 2013. So you can just imagine where it is now. And this is a trend, so it's going to get worse. It's going to become, worthless. And, it's a fiat currency, and all fiat currencies go to zero. But just to give you an idea, In 1913, let's say your family had left you a trust, right? And you were the benefactor of that trust today, and it was $1 million in that trust. Well, today, the purchasing power of that $1 million trust is about $40,000 to $50,000. I know you think $1 million today is the same as $1 million in 1913, but it's not, because the dollar just doesn't buy you what it used to because of the rise of prices of goods and services. So most people don't know the value of goods and gold and silver or the dollar. They don't know what real money is. So I'm just going to play a short video that kind of elaborates on that, and then we're going to talk about it on the other side.
It's your lucky day today. You win a free 10-ounce silver bar, pure silver bullion, or a free Hershey's king-size chocolate bar. You'll take the chocolate bar. Who needs a 10-ounce bar of silver? No. Have a good day. Would you rather have the Hershey bar than the silver bar?
Yes, I would.
Oh, you would? Okay.
Yeah, the Hershey bar, you just can't eat the silver bar.
Yeah, that's right. You can't eat the silver. What are you going to do with a 10-ounce bar of silver, right? You know.
Hello. Having a special today on 1-ounce gold coins. It's a $50 Canadian maple leaf solid 1-ounce gold coin, offering it today for half price, $25.
No thanks.
Why wouldn't you be interested?
I don't need any gold coins.
Don't need any for $25?
No.
I need to pay my taxes, so I'm selling my 1-ounce gold coin.
Yeah.
Would you be interested? Just name a price, any price, and it's yours. No, I'm good. We can go to Liberty Coin and Precious Metals and verify it's a real 1-ounce coin.
Why would I want that gold coin?
I don't know. I mean, who needs a gold coin these days, right?
Exactly.
Trying to raise some money, trying to raise some cash. So I'm going to sell my 1-ounce gold coin. Just wondered if you'd be interested in it.
Not really.
No? Why not?
Just not something I
It's a
need.
deal. It's like $20 and you can have it.
No, I'm fine.
You can go into the coin shop right here. You can verify that it's authentic and probably even sell it to them for cash. No.
Not interested, man.
Too many gold coins laying around at home?
Possibly, yeah.
All right, well, the deal's off. And what if I were to tell you that you could have taken me up on this offer, went in there and walked out with over $1,500 cash in your hand?
I feel like a loser then.
Today's not your day, buddy. Sorry. Well, now you know. I just want to sell my 1-ounce gold coin.
All right.
It's a 1-ounce American Eagle, gold eagle. How much is that worth today?
Let's see what we can give you today. $1,634.70.
And that's $1,600.
Would you like cash or a check?
I'll have cash, please. Nice. And you don't need to see my ID or anything?
No, you're not.
Sounds good to me, bro.
So we play that video because that's powerful to show that I would like to think that if he was standing on the corner, with $1,600 cash in his hand or some Hershey chocolate bars, that everybody would have took the $1,600 cash, right? Because they knew that they could, go buy the goods and services that they needed. The one guy said, "I can't eat the gold bar." Well, you can't eat the dollar neither, but it goes to show that people don't know the value of gold and silver. They don't know what they don't know. And this is why, companies like this exist, because we want to help understand the case for sound money. Sound money is just a fancy term for gold and silver. But gold and silver is one of the secrets the wealthy have used for ages to amass and protect their wealth. In fact, governments and financial institutions know and use this secret. They're the largest holders of gold in the world today. So right now, a lot of the international countries around the world are hedging against the loss and purchasing power of the dollar and the financial instability going on in the US by buying gold. China, Russia, a lot of these countries right now, major financial institutions are buying gold and in JP Morgan, holding and buying more silver than ever in history. And here's some of the reasons why they are doing that. One thing is we'll talk about is the purchasing power. So just to give you an idea, okay, 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500 in 1965 would have bought you a brand new Ford Mustang. So the dollar bill was equal to an ounce of silver, okay? And 2,500 ounces of silver, $2,500 would have bought you a brand new Ford Mustang. Fast forward today, because the silver has appreciated in value, right? The same 2,500 ounces of silver that would have bought you one brand new Ford Mustang today would buy you two brand new Ford Mustangs because the silver is keeping up with inflation. But that $2,500 cash that would have bought you a brand new Ford Mustang in 1965, today you're not walking out of the dealership with the tires and front seats, right? So clearly you can see that in regards to saving, right? In regards to saving your money, not investing, but in regards to saving your money, silver is better than saving in cash, right? Here's another example for those who save in gold. I save in both, but in 1965, if you had put $10,000 into a house or you put it into gold, which one would have been better for you today? Well, the $10,000 in the house, based on the housing inflation rate, would have been about $85,000 today. That's the value of it in 2020. But the gold, the $10,000 in gold from 1965 to today is over $500,000, okay? Over $500,000. This information gets me excited because what if, I knew this 10, 20 years ago? What if my parents knew this or my grandparents knew this information? How much wealthier we would be because instead of saving in cash, they knew to save in assets like physical gold and silver, right? But we know this information today. So 7K Metals is a company that put together a membership, okay, that allows us to leverage the secret of the wealthy and get this asset while also creating cash flow for ourselves, right? So in this membership that they created, okay, not only are you getting, the ability to get gold and silver, okay, but you also have a business, all right? And in these times that we're in right now, in this economy, you want to have multiple streams of income, but you especially want to have a home-based business because you want to be able to reduce your exposure to taxes, all right? They just printed trillions of dollars. Biden's unleashed his new tax plan. And, it's the poor and middle class who really pay the taxes, even though they say it's the 1% or the wealthy that they're going after. They're just going to, increase the prices of goods and services. They'll offset it in somehow. But when you have a home-based business, you have the ability to have write-offs and deductions. So 7K Metals is a home-based business, puts you in a 1099 tax bracket, which allows you to have some write-offs and deductions to reduce your tax liability and exposure. So also, we talk about residual income. So, I tell people all the time, if you're relying on one stream of income, you're a disaster waiting to happen, right? You want to have security, so you want to have multiple streams of income. So this business allows us to create an additional stream of income from simply saving our money in these assets. They also have a healthcare program, phenomenal healthcare program. We actually have people on the team who are saving an extra $1,000 a month on their healthcare, switched over from Obamacare to this healthcare program. Okay. The ability to get that coin every single month that Josh talked about. And we're going to talk about that coin as well. It's a very powerful coin that he's getting. It's part of a $1.2 million mistake we'll be sharing with you. But they also have a discount program for anybody who loves to save money. So think about everywhere you go to shop and eat, pretty much you have discounts, flights, hotels, rentals, major restaurants. Savings and discounts with the 7K rewards or advantage program. And then of course they have, just a plethora of different rare, unique coins that you can get to add to your portfolio. So phenomenal membership. This is a phenomenal membership to leverage, diversify, build wealth, and create an additional stream of income. So that coin that I talked about that 7K Metals provides to you every single month when on your auto save is a part of the $1.2 million mistake. So I want to play a short video just to explain to you what this $1.2 million mistake is and how 7K Metals is not allowing us to make it.
The $1.2 million mistake. Let's begin by taking a look at this chart that shows the purchasing power of the US dollar from 1913 to 2013. In 1913, the purchasing power of the dollar was worth $1. In 2013, it was worth 5 cents. We have seen the dollar and all world currencies lose value over time. Some of this is due to inflation, but most of this is because of a change that occurred in 1971. In 1971, the US president ended the Bretton Woods Agreement, which cut all ties to currencies being backed by gold. All at once, all world currencies became a fiat currency, meaning they are simply backed by what the government says they're worth. Take this scenario, for example. Let's say you wanted to purchase a brand new Ford Mustang in 1965. It would have cost you roughly $2,500 or 2,500 silver coins. Today, that same $2,500 won't get you the car. But the same 2,500 silver coins could buy you 2 cars. As you can see here, while the US dollar has lost its value over time, gold and silver has maintained its purchasing power. So what would have happened if you knew this was going to occur and started purchasing silver? Let me show you. It begins with the MS-70 Silver Eagle. MS stands for Mint State. It's a grading system. And an MS-70 means the coin is in its perfect condition. If you purchased one of these coins every single month since 1986, you would be sitting on a $1.2 million portfolio. And get this, that $1.2 million would have only cost you about $50,000. That's the $1.2 million mistake.
So once again, this is the information that gets me excited, because what if we knew this information 10, 20 years ago? What if our parents or our grandparents knew this information? We'd be $1.2 million wealthier, right? By simply just saving one of those coins, just one, every single month. Okay. You know, Mother's Day just passed, and I was saying, you know, most people get them flowers and stuff. Well, you know, there's nothing better than giving, you know, financial security in my eyes to your loved ones. But, you know, in regards to silver, most people don't know that there are different asset classes to silver and bullion, right? And 7K metals is the, you know, the big leagues, the major leagues. They're dealing with not only the regular bullion, but they're dealing with the highest asset class of gold and silver, which is numismatic coins. So you can see on the left there, you got junk silver, and then you have bullion, then you have government struck coins, and then you have proofs. But the highest asset class of gold and silver is numismatic coins, right? Like that video I talked about, that MS-70, right? So these are rare collectible coins that are flawless in condition, okay, that have, you know, never been touched by human hands. And we are getting these assets on a consistent basis with 7K metals. Right. So we're going to play this short video on the Sound Money Wall. So remember, I told you this membership, you know, has a lot of features and benefits to it. And one of those things in this membership has, in addition to, like I just mentioned, being able to get that coin every single month, and of course, being able to get bullion, they have something called the Sound Money Wallet. I want you to think about Cash App or your PayPal or your checking and savings account. Imagine if there was a button in there that you could press and convert any dollar amount, $1, $1,000, $10, $10, $1.95. It doesn't matter. Imagine if there was, you could transfer any dollar amount into physical silver or gold in that account, and then that account balance will adjust to the value of gold and silver on the market. Okay, so instantly convert cash to gold, instantly convert silver to gold. And when you want to sell any dollar amount of that silver and gold that you have in that account, you can press the button and sell it and move that cash right back to your bank account. You can also send gold, silver, or cash from member to member the same way you would send cash from one person to Cash App to the next. And of course, if you're like me, you might want the physical asset. So the beautiful thing about this Sound Money Wallet is that it's 100% backed by physical gold and silver, and it's 100% insured by Lloyd's of London. Okay. And so if you want to get, if you got an ounce of silver or gold in that Sound Money wallet, you can have it delivered to you within a week via FedEx, because the company has the physical gold and silver on hand. So literally my favorite product about 7K is this Sound Money wallet, because even if you don't have enough for an ounce of gold or an ounce of silver, you can put $1 in that Sound Money wallet, and that dollar will have the same type of appreciation or adjustment to the gains of gold and silver that's experienced on the market. 1 second here. Okay, just had to bring her back in the room. Okay, so Sound Money wallet is phenomenal. Now, one thing to remember as well, these membership benefits are all included in the membership. Okay, and so what I'm going to go over is the compensation plan on how we get paid to save. Very simple business from just saving our money and getting paid. All right. But before we do that, I want to talk about the memberships. Okay. Because we're getting paid from people acquiring this phenomenal membership. So there are two memberships. One is a standard membership, which is $199. And then there's a premium membership, which is $499. Okay. The difference in the memberships is that the standard membership comes with 1 coin. And also it covers you for 3 months of technology credits. So what that means is that they have an extra feature in the back office that helps you navigate your business. You're going to get that for the first 3 months free. And then every single month after that, okay, you pay, I think it's $9.99 for that feature. But the premium membership, which is, one time for the year, you pay this membership, $4.99, you're going to get 2 coins in the mail with that membership. And then that extra feature that I talked about, you're covered for all 12 months. Okay. So if you want to really do the business and have success and get the most value out of this membership, the premium membership is the way to go. And, I tell people, especially because you just pay that one time for the year, $4.99, and it's a tax write-off. And you have a home-based business to where you can create additional income at home from sharing this with folks. Right. So 7K Metals membership is one time for the year. Now that every month part where you have an option, this is the auto save option, right? Which of course, if you're in a gold and silver business, you want to save your own product, right? You want to acquire your own product. So you have 3 options on the auto save. So every single month, they'll be exchanging the paper money from your account and sending you one of the assets. The first option is a basic option, which is $105 a month. That is that numismatic Walking Liberty MS70 coin. So remember that video that we talked about, that you saw that talked about the $1.2 million mistake and saving just one of those coins every single month? Well, the auto save on basic is going to make sure you don't make that mistake. One of those coins will come to your home every single month, continuously and constantly, as long as you're on auto save. The other option is a variety coin. The variety coin is $139 a month. That option gives you more of a rare coin, right? It's more rare, has a little more value to it. So you can get the variety coin. That's what most people choose, honestly. Most people get either the variety coin and the premium membership. Those are the hot ones right now. And then of course you have a specialty option, which is you're going to get the most rarest of gold or silver numismatic coin on that specialty option. That option is $309 a month. So it's optional, but that's what you want to do to start your 7K business. Just choose a membership and get on autosave, and that's it. And we help other people do the same. Choose a membership because you got a home-based business with the membership, right? You have the ability to have write-offs and deductions and create additional income, right? And then save your money in one of these coins every single month, and then find other people who can find the simplicity in starting a business, okay? Because generally, if you want to start a business, say a franchise, you're putting out thousands of dollars, you got overhead and expenses and all this stuff, right? Employees or whatever have you. There's none of that with this. There is no overhead, there is no expenses. All you have is a personal responsibility to continue to save your money and get one of these coins every single month, okay? So how we get paid is obviously from sharing with other people, right? We help people get this membership and save their money, okay? And so every membership has points with it, and every coin on autosave has points with it. So if somebody gets a premium membership, that's 150 points, okay? If somebody gets a standard membership, that's 50 points. And this compensation plan is a binary. So that means it's a left team and a right team. So those points will start to add up as people are acquiring their memberships and get on autosave every single month and so on. So when you become an associate in this company, okay, which is the first level in this company is an associate, right? You can make up to $500 every single week. Okay. And here's how it looks. So associate in this company, you sign up 2 people, right? You become an associate. All right. You put one person on your left side, another person on your right side. Right. And when you have 500 points on the left, and when you acquire 500 points on the right, you get paid $500 for that week. And every week, if those points are adding up, you'll get paid $500, right? But just like your job, obviously if you get promoted, you're making more money. Well, the same thing with this business. You want to focus on getting to the next level, right? The next level in this comp plan is a copper. A copper is a person who helps, 2 more people get started. So they signed up 2 people in the beginning to become an associate. They find 2 more people, put one on their left and one on their right. That completes their personal requirement as a copper. But if they also would have to have a team requirement. So they need to have at least one person on their left and one person on their right do exactly what they have done in the beginning, which was become an associate. So as a copper, you've signed up 4 people direct to you, and at least 2 of those people, one from your left and one from your right, need to do what you have done when you got started, which was become an associate. And if you can understand that, that's the simplicity of this business, because after that, it's just duplication, okay? To get to a bronze, you want to sign up 2 more people like you did before, and then you want to help 2 people become a copper like you have become a copper, right? Get to silver, and if you hit the status of silver within 90 days, the company will give you a 100-ounce silver bar for free. I was actually, at the time, the fastest person in the company to hit the status of silver. I did it in 16 days. So I broke the company record a few months ago. In 16 days, I got to the status of silver. They gave me my 100-ounce silver bar for free. That 100-ounce silver bar today is about $3,000, a little over $3,000. And as a status of silver, it puts you in position, I didn't mention that, but it puts you in position to make up to $3,500 per week, okay? As a gold status, all right, you help 8 people get started, one on your left and one on your right. And 1 second, let me admit this individual. Okay, as a gold status, when you have 8 people on your left and 8 people on your right for 16 people direct to you, okay, and you got to at least have one of those people on the left and one of those people on the right become a silver status. Ideally, it's the 2 people you help become bronze, who help you become a silver, who rose through the ranks with you from the beginning. And of course, executive gold is the next level, putting you in position to earn $10,000 per week. And presidential gold puts you in position to earn up to $12,500 per week. So very simply put, we got a phenomenal system where we're saving in an asset, an appreciating asset, okay, diversifying our portfolio in precious metals, and then starting a home-based business where we're able to reduce our tax exposure and create an additional stream of income, okay? This is a legacy company. This is something where you will be creating generational wealth, because one thing about this business is that if something happens to you, your income will continue to pay your loved ones. The residual income that you've built in this business will continue to pay your loved ones long after you're gone. And that's another thing that gets me excited, because, when you work a job and you stop working, that's it, your income stops, but you've built up all these years in a job, but your income stopped, and now, now your family is out looking for ways to supplement the income. Well, with this business, the residual income that you create, it will continue to pay your loved ones even long after you're gone, right? And then, of course, with a comp plan like this, where you can put yourself in a position to make $12,500 per week, that's phenomenal, because most people's jobs are capped at a certain salary, right? So, this is 7K Metals. This is a phenomenal platform, a phenomenal program. You can work from home. We're in different countries around the world and expanding. They have some very new and exciting news coming up. We're actually going to Salt Lake City here. I'll be leaving out tomorrow, and they got some major updates, folks, major updates for the coin industry. Literally, 7K Metals is the coin industry. I mean, they're blazing a trail. They're doing things that have never been done in this industry, locking arms with legends in the industry and doing some next level things. So you're definitely in the right place ahead of time, getting these assets. So with that being said, I'll give it back to Josh, and maybe we can take some questions.
Oh, awesome, man. I will tell you, I'm never going to do a 7K presentation with the way you do that one, man, because that was awesome. And if I wasn't, I want to get one again. Can I do a second membership? Because I'm so excited. I want a whole new membership, to be honest with you. And a couple things that I wanted to kind of touch on. I wanted to jump in, but he was rolling so well. I wanted to, kind of let him go. And he was talking about inflation, and he was showing some of those numbers and saying how it doesn't include this past year. I think it's important to highlight how big it is that it doesn't include this past year, because I read a statistic that is mind blowing. Just so I don't misquote myself, I'm not sure if it was 70 or 80%, but 70 or 80% of all fiat US dollars in circulation were printed in 2020. Did you guys hear that? 70 or 80%. I can't remember which one. I think, let's just say 70. Minimum of 70% of all currency was printed last year. So the effect on the dollar that he was even showing, which was already how it's trashed, is a million times worse because of all the printing that we had to do last year. I mean, I knew that they did a lot of printing, but when I read this, I was like, wow, they really, really did a lot of printing, like more than you would ever possibly imagine.
Yeah. They printed more than the market cap of physical silver.
It's insane. I mean, that's insane. Yeah. And two things I wanted to point out about the company itself, because on these Zooms, I always try and give some information in terms of the company and the longevity and any additional information. So one thing, this is a Better Business Bureau rated company. They are rated a 4.5 from what I understand on the Better Business Bureau. For those of you in a lot of these cryptocurrency platforms, this is an unheard of situation. There is no such thing as the Better Business Bureau for any of these companies. They're not involved with them in any way. Also, how long have they been around, Ricardo? Just so I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually pull up. I don't know why that slide wasn't in the presentation, but I actually have it here. It's probably got.
Oh, perfect.
But I'll just go over that real quick. So actually, yeah, 7K Metals is a solid company, folks. That's one of the reasons why we're doing this and why my senior partner felt comfortable quitting his job for doing this business, because he knows that this company's not going anywhere. They got an A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. So, the Better Business Bureau's job is to vet, check companies out, make sure they're solid. Well, they checked this out, folks. This is a solid company. They gave us an A+. The NGC, which is the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, they gave us a seal and stamp of approval and made us an authorized dealer. Okay. The vaults where the gold and silver are held in 7K are fully insured by Lloyd's of London. Lloyd's of London is a huge name, and the vaults are audited every single month. The co-founder of 7K Metals is a billionaire, multi-billionaire by the name of Roger Ball. He actually started Melaleuca. Some people might remember Melaleuca or know Melaleuca today, still around, very successful, doing about $3 billion in sales a year. People love their products. Okay. So we said that to say, they know how to build large, successful companies. Okay. It's also a zero debt company. They've been in business for over 4 years. So 7K has been in business over 4 years, coming up on 5 years, I believe, maybe towards the end of this year. They're located in Idaho Falls, Idaho, USA. Okay. And all the gold and silver, they ship to your home via FedEx. So you're getting it fast. And they're using the Plaid network, which connects to the bank. So the same Venmo uses to keep your data private, they're using that same enhanced system to connect to the banks and keep your information private.
And one more thing, if you can, Ricardo, tell them about the numismatic coin designer who signed that deal with 7K, because I think that was a really big thing for me, because I remember when I was reading about silver and gold, excuse me, I was reading. Look at that. There's a slide. I was reading that, that with numismatic coins, it really depends on who's designing the coin, because, I can have people designing coins in my garage. It doesn't mean that's going to really mean anything later on. And they say that you could really waste your money in numismatic coins. And obviously 7K wants to make sure that didn't happen. So.
Yeah, definitely. So that's why I said 7K Metals is the major leagues. Okay. They're making connections, solid connections in the industry. And Miles Standish is like the Michael Jordan, okay, of the coin grader industry. He's that guy. He's a big deal, okay? He's a prominent numismatist, okay? Numismatists are the people who grade the coins. They inspect the numismatic coins under 5 times magnification and, for their, flawlessness and what have you. But Miles Standish was a vice president of NGC as well. And he actually has created and designed some coins that you can only get through 7K. 7K actually has an exclusive deal, an exclusive arrangement with him to create specialty coins. So these coins have value because actually Miles Standish is, I think, voted top 10 most influential people in this industry just recently. And he's going to be in Salt Lake with us. And, we're getting his coin. So this coin right here was his Miss Liberty coin. That coin sold for about $200, a year or so ago, and that coin is now selling for probably over 1,000 now. The slide is a little old, but it's probably over $1,000 for that coin now. So these are definitely assets that are they appreciate in value because they're collectibles. There are not a lot of them out there. That's what makes numismatic coins so special, is that there's only 500 of a coin, or 300 of them, or 1,000, or 5,000, and so that rarity adds to their value, along with it being flawless. And of course, if you have a coin that's designed by the #1 numismatist in the world, Michael Miles Standish.
Something I thought was interesting too, which I wonder if you've noticed, Ricardo, you and I have never even talked about this, but is some of the coins that I see that go, because they all seem to gain in value, and then some of them seem to gain like crazy amounts in value, and some of them make sense to me. You look at them and you're like, wow, that one's gorgeous, I can totally understand that. And some of them that are 10, 20, 30, 40 times the value, I look at it, and to be honest with you, I don't even get it. But it's like, for certain people, that's the coin. So it's like, you never really know which one that's going to be. Like the last one I got, I had a lot of people react to it. I got the Michigan coin, and people really love this coin. And I think it's a gorgeous coin. Mm-hmm. But when I was looking at some of the ones online, some of them are gorgeous. And then some of them, you look at them and you're like, some random state that just people really wanted, and it had a certain symbol that really meant a lot to people from that state. And because it's so rare, it was like selling for $900. And it was something that I thought would have been the ones that you barely, gained a little bit of value on. So that's what I found, kind of funny and interesting, is you just never really know which are going to be the big ones.
Yeah. You never know. Actually, there's a Miss Liberty coin, a Miss Liberty coin, like that MS-70 coin that we showed you, but it was 1999. Let me see if I can show the slide here. This is actually from an older slide, but the numbers are actually probably greater today. But so 1999 MS-70. Let me see if you guys can. Oh, I didn't even share screen. So 1999 MS-70 Walking Liberty. So that same 1 ounce coin that we're getting every single month. Because it was a 1999, because it was a MS-70, right? Flawless in its condition. So there aren't a lot of them in that condition. That particular coin sold for over $11,000. It's a 1 ounce coin. It's a Walking Liberty. So there are a lot of them that look like it, but it's a numismatic coin. It's an MS-70. It's the particular year. So the value's in the label, and that particular coin sold for $11,000. Some coins are more obvious, like you were saying, a Black Panther coin there, you can see on the bottom left. That coin probably sold for a couple $100, and now it's selling for over $2,000. And the actor, Chadwick, passed, but he was the Black Panther, and so that added some value to having that particular coin. That there aren't only so many of those flawless coins that are perfect in condition, that just have this beautiful piece of artwork on pure silver. So yeah, you never really know what type of coins and what coins are going to blow up. But one thing about 7K is they're dealing with the best. They're dealing with coins that are designed by the best, unique coins that have even historical reference to them to even give them more value and significance.
Yeah. And the reason why I bring that up is because, some people might say, well, it's fine, I can just go and find those rare coins and spend the money and not do the 7K and just, find the few that are going to pop. But you really can't, because you don't know. And that's why that $1.2 million mistake is so important. It's like, during that whatever time frame I forgot that you talked about, if you had collected all those coins, it's like you couldn't have handpicked which ones were going to hit. They all gained in value, and then the handful of ones that really hit were because you're getting them every single month, and you're accruing them, and then you're gonna have the ones that hit, because some of them are going to really hit big, and then all of them are going to gain in value even by itself.
Yeah, you want to get the collection. And that's what 7K is specialized in. They're creating some really unique, beautiful collection in silver coins that have never been done before, never been seen before, with a rare amount. And, it's just definitely next level, because these assets won't be accessible for too much longer. In my opinion, you're not going to be able to get silver. I mean, it's too important of a strategic metal for government. Even Mexico has, stopped, production of the silver. And you're seeing, I just heard that the Perth Mint and, certain places you can't get silver. So you want to get as much of this asset as you can. And especially when you have these specialty assets like what 7K has created.
Awesome. Before we open it up to questions here, I'm going to ask the one that I asked you before we got on the call, just to make sure, because I can already see a couple of my folks in Canada on the line here. So can you tell us, I know we're not in every country yet, but they're expanding quickly. Can you give us the quick scoop on the ones that we're in now for all the people that I know are ready
Yeah,
to go?
yeah.
And
Yep. So we're in Canada, we're in Australia, we're in New Zealand, Ireland, Singapore, and the UK.
awesome. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Well, I guess at this point, let's open it up for questions. We'll do it kind of either way today, especially since we got Ricardo on the line. So if you want to put it in the chat, you can put it in the chat. If you want to unmute your microphone, feel free to do so and ask away. I know that sometimes the presentation's so damn good, there's nothing to ask, but I think the main question is, how do I get started? I'm going to put the, if you're under me, I'm going to, which I think most of you guys are, I'm going to put my link in the chat. The really great thing is it's very, very easy when you sign up, because it's strictly just 7kmetals.com/whatever your username is. And that's your link when you sign up, and that's your link that you're going to pass along. While we're waiting, I guess, and thank you, Cora. While we're waiting, I guess I'll tell you, for those of you that don't know, what I chose to do, and also clarify how it works in terms of the couple of things that Ricardo had mentioned in terms of the main annual fee and then the monthly fee. So the main annual fee you cannot change during the year. So that you want to make the decision up front. And I went into the I forgot what it's called, the Premier, the 499 one. I highly recommend it. The first two coins by itself were well worth it. Access to the stuff in the back office, highly worth it. But for the few $100s to be able to get 2 coins to get me started, and it's not just a coin, you get one of these as well, which is really nice because you get most coins every month. So it's nice to get another piece. And then, and I chose the middle plan for now because I asked around to a number of people, and nobody I know was in at the lowest plan. Everybody was either in the middle and the highest. And the reason why I started with the middle was, unlike the annual plan, you actually can change that, not necessarily at any time. You can cancel your plan, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, and then you could just sign up with another one. So like, if right now you are anxious to get started, but you're like, wow, I can really only do the $105 a month, great, get in where you fit in, sign up for the $499 plan, do your $105 a month, and then when you're ready to upgrade to the $139 or to the specialty coins, the 309, you can just cancel the plan and start the new one in the middle of that year, because it's a month-to-month situation. Is that correct, Ricardo?
Yeah. So on your autosave, you can add to your autosave. You know me, I get the special, I get the basic and the variety autosave. I get both of them. Yeah, you can add to it, or you can just cancel and do one or the other. You got full control of when you have your autosave on. Obviously, you get paid to save as well. So in regards to those points on those autosavers, if you get the basic autosave, you get 15 points. So that's like $15 that you get. On your lesser side of your business, so you can start to get those points to add up to get a payout. On these specialty variety autosave, it's $20 or 20 points, I should say. And on the specialty autosave, it's 30 points. So those points are add up as you're saving. You save 1 month. If you got the variety, that's 15 points. Next month is 30 points. So you'll find yourself, adding up points. And if you're an associate, which you just have 2 people, one person on your left, one person on your right, then, you can actually get paid, $250 or $500, for that week. And in regards to your membership option, it's a write-off. So you got an option. You can pay it in taxes, or you can write it off. That $499 membership is a write-off. And then of course that membership gives you, just like the other one, but it gives you the ability to have write-offs and deductions, which are key at this point in time. You want to have a way to reduce your tax exposure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And for me, the reason why I chose the middle as opposed to the first, the lower one, as much as I love those American Eagles, there's something about those specialty coins that just got me excited. And I felt like for an extra $34 a month, it felt like almost nothing. You know what I mean? Like the other one was significantly more expensive. You know, you're really taking a jump from that, you know, that 139 to the 309. But going from that 105 to 139 to me was almost like a no-brainer because I was
the State
like,
Series coin is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Those coins, you know, there's no collection like that anywhere. And so that's what I mean. 7K is actually innovating in this space as opposed to just, you know, giving you regular government struck bullion coins. They're really creating and innovating and creating unique, beautiful pieces of artwork on these assets.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, we had a couple compliments on how great the presentation was, but it looks like we actually have no questions. So I'm going to take a one last shot. And then if we had nothing else, sometimes that happens, not usually with me because I don't do as good of presentations as you do, but sometimes when the presentation is that good, we got no questions. As always, I will be uploading the video to the YouTube because I know a lot of people from all over the place, especially all my family, my big family over in the UK, is definitely too late for them to be on. So I will make sure I get this uploaded tonight and up on the YouTube. And I do see a hand up from Terrence, and feel free to unmute, Terrence, and ask away.
Yeah. So I have a question. I don't know if it's a stupid question or not, but
no such thing.
For an example, so like how y'all was saying with the Michigan coin, like how that went up. How do you know if your coin is going up in value? Like, how would I know that?
So 7K, so the marketplace for these coins is, you know, obviously, you know, what the person will pay for it. And like Josh talked about, there's added value to these coins. So let's say somebody's in Michigan, you know, the people who love Michigan, they love that State Series coin. It'll have more value to somebody in Michigan than maybe in another state. So there's not like a set price, but these assets do go up in value over time. And actually, we're going to Salt Lake City tomorrow, and 7K is supposed to be releasing something that's bigger than anything that they have in the membership that's added onto it. It's supposed to be something sort of a marketplace because even eBay has shut down or stopped the ability of people to even buy and sell coins on eBay. So from my understanding, they're creating some kind of a marketplace. And that's going to help you understand the value of coins and you know, find people who will want to buy them if you ever want to sell them and things of that nature. So we're going to get more details. I'm very excited to hear about that because they're just shaking up the coin industry. They're just, you know, they're just doing something that's next level that's never been done before in this industry. And there's a lot of value there.
And Terrence, to take that one step further, for me, the way I've found some of them, other than the ones that were presented like on the slides that the company provides us, I just search them on Google or I searched them on eBay when they were selling them there. And I remember when I got the very first one in the mail, which was this really cool South African coin. I really like this one. Oh, I hate when they don't show you an idea what it is. And I looked on and this happens to be a 2018. This is the one that came with my membership. And there was a coin just like it from the year before, right? So if I had been in this the year before, it was almost the same thing. First week struck, South African, MS70. It was almost the exact same coin from the year before. And it was selling online for about $1,800. So anybody who had been in before that, maybe signed up a year before me, feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's literally just searching for it. You know, you put in, they have all the information. As you can see, they come in these really nice cases, never been, you know, hand touched. It has all of the information. If I can see that at the top there, a little clearer, has all the information on, you know, when it was struck and the number and the year. Of course, MS70, because all of them are. And yeah, I would just search them on Google or search them on eBay or some other places that, you know, sell them. And it's, you know, like Ricardo said, it's worth what someone's willing to spend. But if you look out there and you see what people are selling them for, you know, that's, you know, you get an idea of the approximate value.
Yeah. And one thing is that, you know, these are assets. You know, you don't really want to sell assets unless it's like a life or death, really kind of an emergency. You want to maybe leverage assets or borrow against your assets. But, you know, this is about building wealth. You know, wealth is different from riches. So what we're doing is we're building wealth in precious metals and also creating a legacy. You know, this is a legacy type of asset, generational wealth something you could pass down to your loved ones. But yes, in the time of emergency, if you did need to liquidate your assets, they're easily liquidatable. But it's just another tool in your financial security plan of diversification. Because you should have an emergency fund, which is in cash, and then you should have your investments, and then you have your savings. Savings, ideally, you don't touch, like your 401k. You're saving for your later years, or for retirement, or for emergency. That's where these coins come in. That's how you perceive these assets. These assets are not a quick flip. They can be. Some people play that game, but if you really want to build wealth, if you really want to, have financial security, so you will never run out of money. You will never run out of money, when you have these assets, because they are money. They attract wealth, and you can leverage against them if you need to.
I think that's a very, very important point that you made, and you made it earlier in the presentation too, because I think, all of us, including yourself, because I know some of the other things you're in as well, we look for that, quick money and that, quick return and all of that stuff. And that's really not what this is. I mean, this is really not an investment. It's really building your hard assets and diversifying your portfolio. And yes, it will provide you with the opportunity down the road. If you need money and you need those two, Mustangs, 10 years from now, you should be able to buy that. But that's not really what it's supposed to be for. It's because it's really supposed to be held like Ricardo said, as savings, but just in something that's better than the dollar, right? We're putting a lot of our money in crypto and things like that because it's making us better money, but that's really investing to grow the money. This is really, instead of it sitting in the bank doing nothing, it's a appreciating asset that we are holding in savings. And yes, we could turn into an emergency fund if needed and we need to sell down the road.
Yeah, and the last thing I guess I'll add to that as well is that this is why we have the compensation plan. You want to create cash flow, right? And so that's why they have a phenomenal compensation plan. This is why, like I said, my senior partner was able to quit his job. I don't work a job. I'm mentally unemployable. I'm not going anywhere. 7K metals, isn't going anywhere. And this business creates a cash flow, and it's a phenomenal business to get paid to share. And people need these assets in this time of massive money print and inflation. So work the business and let that cash flow add to your security, so you don't have to ever think about liquidating your assets. But of course, if you need to, yeah, you do have the ability to liquidate them. That's why we do have them, to be there when we need them. But I definitely think of the long-term strategy. But
Absolutely.
The 7K compensation plan is phenomenal.
Absolutely. Thank you. That was actually a really, really good point. Is that's the way that you get the passive income at part of it out of it while still building that, hard asset, in your portfolio.
Yeah. And there's a difference, the numismatic coins is different from the bullion. So if you want to buy like bullion, you definitely want to stock up on bullion, right? You want to have a lot of coins, right? Bullion coins. So that's a sound money wallet. So get as much silver as you can out of that sound money wallet, and let it be stored in that private vault. This military grade security on that vault, fully insured. And then your numismatic coins, that's more of your your specialty coins. You never really want to sell those if you don't have to. But the bullion, yeah, you do with the bullion.
Do you Ricardo, for your sound money, if you don't mind me asking, sorry, because I openly tell everybody what I do on these things. So I'm not sure, how much you, in your sound wallet, do you keep most of it in there? Do you have them send you some of it? Do you do a little bit of both? How do you manage that aspect of it?
Yeah, so I mean, I have some home, but you want to limit that liability or risk factor as much as possible. So military grade security at the vaults, they have in 7K metals. So they actually will store that silver for you for free. Store that silver gold for you for free in those vaults. So it's military grade security, 100% insured by Lloyd's of London, Idaho Falls, Idaho, USA. So if I need to drive there, I can go get it. But I got a few hundred ounces, sitting in those vaults in my sound money wallet in 7K.
Awesome. And for those of you that don't know, if you're not familiar, even though this is precious metals is not an area of expertise of mine, I do know the insurance space pretty well from various aspects of my life. Lloyd's of London is one of the top insurance companies in the world for many, 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 many years. They're an A+ rated insurance company. Incredible. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, oh yeah.
I do see one question or comment there. I would love to also do the 300 plus monthly auto saver. So yeah, once again, you can do all three at one time if you want. If you want to you don't want to make the 1.2 mistake, you want to get the state series, and you want to get the most rarest of gold and silver coins in the market, through the specialty option, you can do that. So you can do all three, you can just do two, or you can just do one. It's up to you. And you can change the date as well. So if you wanted to come out on the 1st, you wanted to come out on the 15th, the 21st, the 26th, you have that option, or the 8th even as well.
And that's something that I didn't even know until this call. And I'm thinking about going and doing, because I really kind of wanted those Eagles, but I really wanted the specialty one too. I couldn't decide. I really didn't even know.
Just go to your back office, go to your auto saver, and add it.
I think I'm gonna add it because I like that, and I'm getting ready to hit the sound wallet too, so I can get some more bullion for myself.
Definitely want to get bullion. Yeah,
absolutely. Awesome. Well, if there's nothing else, Ricardo, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your time and the incredible presentation. I hope that for anyone who's on, you are highly considering this opportunity, as I'm extremely excited about it. It's an incredible opportunity, both from a asset building standpoint and from a business building standpoint. And for those of you that were trying to bring people on but couldn't because of the time, it's always such a problem finding that right time of the day to do these calls, afternoons, evenings, night times. As always, I will be recording the call and posting it hopefully later tonight, assuming that my YouTube cooperates with me and puts it up. Last night I put the video up and it didn't show up until this morning. And that's pretty much it. So thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. Ricardo, again, thank you so much. For everyone else, I appreciate you guys coming. And once again, this is Josh Berman from the Berman Investment Group, and let's go big together. You guys have a good night.
Right. Peace.